Hola amigos, mira, 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 aquí, one of my favorite cichlids. It comes from Cuba, sí, Cuba, the Cuban cichlid. Mira. I think you're going to enjoy this video. Let's have some fun. What's up guys, it's your boy Scott bringing you yet another video. Now, I'm just having fun with you guys, but I'm super excited about the fish we're going to talk about today. It is one of my favorites, and I actually have a breeding pair and then a solo male that I'm ecstatic about. Can't wait to talk about it. It's been a long time since I've been this excited in my own fish room, and we're going to talk about it. Now, you guys know for years I've been showing fish, winning awards, various shows across the country. I enjoy showing fish, but more importantly, I enjoy finding cichlids and fish that have promise when they're small and growing them out to become the champions that they become. That's what I like to do. But on those rare occasions when I run across a fish that is absolutely spectacular, I will try to purchase it. That's what happened to me at the Aquatic Experience 2 weeks ago. I saw a beautiful Cuban cichlid that Mike from Imperial Tropicals had brought into the competition. It was won its class, and I had to go to Mike and ask him, hey, how much do you want for this beautiful Cuban cichlid? Now, Mike is a friend of mine, and he really cut me a sweet, sweet deal, and he sold it to me, and I couldn't be happier. To find a male of this size, finnage, condition, and color is rare, and I had to jump on the opportunity. So shout out again to Mike from Imperial Tropicals for letting me purchase this incredible cichlid. Cuban cichlids is one of the toughest fish for me to find for whatever reason. They're not generally at pet stores, local fish stores and stuff like that, for in my area at least. So I have bred a lot of fish over my years in the hobby. I've bred the entire Parachromis family. I have bred half of the Amphilophus family, and then I've bred the Green Terra, the Aquidians rivellatus, and I've bred the Red Terra, the Feste as well. And I've bred a lot of other cichlids that are not coming to mind, but I've done a lot of showing of fish, and I've done a lot of breeding of fish. So before the Aquatic Experience happened, I actually purchased a pair of Cubans from my buddy Mike at Mike's Cichlid in Florida. At the Keystone class back in September, Mike told me he had a breeding pair, a small breeding pair of Cubans, so I purchased them, and I never got an opportunity to actually show those to you because I've been so busy with the Aquatic Experience and some of the other videos that I'm trying to create. So I'm super excited about having these cichlids in my fish room. It gives me an opportunity to possibly breed them and get breeder award points, and now I have a male that is top notch, and I look forward to taking him to some competitions and seeing what I can do with this guy as far as growing him out more and getting his deportment. He needs a little help with deportment. I'm going to work on that with him, but I can't wait to start taking him to some competitions starting next year. Now, moving into the new year, I always like to have some new projects in the fish room. And as I've said, I've bred lots of different cichlids, but I've never bred the Cuban cichlid. So now that I have a breeding pair and a male that I can show off, I'm super excited about breeding these incredible cichlids. I'm hoping that having the show male in with the breeding pair will cause the breeding pair to start breeding. I'm hoping that the female will get excited seeing this other male, and the other less dominant male will start to try to breed with the female. I have a divider in the tank, obviously, because I don't want any damage to happen to the show male, but I also want there to be some sort of competition between the two males, which may cause the female to breed. I am really going to work really hard to see what I can do to get these Cubans to breed, and I'm going to bring that experience directly to you. So I hope you guys will buckle up and stay tuned to King and Queen Cichlids, because I have a lot of fun things planned for 2020. So, Nandopsis tetracanthus is the scientific name of the Cuban cichlid. Now, let's talk about the little bit of information I have retained in this little brain of mine when it comes to Cubans. Now, these Cubans get to about 8 to 10 inches long. Obviously, they come from Cuba. They're not readily available in the hobby, so if you guys see some, snatch them up. Personally, they remind me of the Jaguar cichlids a little bit. Their temperament, their attitude, and their pattern closely resembles the Jaguar cichlid in my opinion, except the Cubans have that beautiful black and white chess or checker pattern, which I absolutely love. Hey Google, can you tell us a little bit more about the Cuban cichlid, please?
Behavior: Cuban cichlids are aggressive fish and best kept with other large Central American cichlids, large catfish and plecostomus. A minimum tank size would be 55 gallons. Cubans love to dig and move gravel. They are hardy fish, but it's best to do frequent water changes.
Hey Google, where do the Cuban cichlids come from?
As the name suggests, the Cuban cichlid is native to Cuba. It inhabits rivers and lakes and can often be found close to dense vegetation. It is still fairly unusual in the trade, but is becoming more and more common. It is considered a beautiful cichlid and it grows quite big.
Hey Google, how big do Cuban cichlids get?
Cubans are going to range in size from 6 to 12 inches. Temperament will vary depending from fish to fish. Tank size would be 55 gallons and up.
Hey Google, thank you.
I aim to please.
Alright guys, so you heard it from Google herself. Cuban cichlids are amazing. I wouldn't start out with anything less than a 55-gallon tank with them. Google says that they range anywhere from 6 to 12 inches. I pretty much agree. I think the largest one I've seen was from Judith from the New England Cichlid Association. She had one that was about 10 or 11 inches. Beautiful, beautiful Cuban. She actually offered it to me and I passed on it. I should have purchased that Cuban when I had the chance. I tell you what, we are in a smart world now, guys, where we can use all our technology to give us all the information we want. However, I still subscribe to reading on a regular basis. I still love getting a magazine, opening it up, smelling that smell, and reading information. At my age, I don't think I'll ever tire of reading magazines and having that experience. So, again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. How cool are these Cuban cichlids? And what a fun year we have ahead of us as we try to breed the Cuban cichlids. It's going to be a fantastic year, and I am so happy that you guys are going to enjoy and join me for this adventure. Alright guys, we're going to bring this video to an end. I really appreciate you guys viewing in and enjoying this material. If you liked what you saw today, please hit that like button. If you didn't like it, at least leave me a comment below letting me know what I can do to improve your experience at King Queen Cichlids. Now, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please check out my previous videos and see if this is something that you'd be interested in subscribing. We would love to have you as a subscriber, so please consider hitting that subscription button. Next week, guys, we're going to talk about, my Red Terror grow-outs. That's right, we haven't talked about the Red Terrors lately. Let's talk about my grow-outs. I got a lot going on in the fish room, and there's so much I want to show you guys. Also, don't forget, Liz and I will be on Sunday at 8 o'clock I'm going to attempt to do a tour of this fish room and talk a little bit about it. So hopefully you guys will join us Sunday at 8 o'clock. We would love to see you. Alright guys, thank you so much for viewing us. You didn't have to view us on this particular day at this particular time, but you did, and I greatly appreciate it. I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy this hobby for all it's worth, and keep your hands wet. Bye bye guys.